Hey guys, Rhetoric here. Today I'm going to be going over the attachments for the M16A3 for the 1.04 patch. Now, this patch, as you all know, has changed a lot of the attachments. Some things are better than others, but you basically can't go around with the Suppressor and Foregrip thing like you could before in 1.03 and previous patches. Basically, they've balanced out a lot of the attachments, and I'm just trying out different combos right now. So the first thing I'm testing out now is a suppressor without a foregrip, and I'm standing at a medium to longish range distance, and here we go. Just doing 3 to 5 round bursts, actually 5 round bursts, and just testing to see how this spread is. So now doing the 3 round bursts, and 2 round bursts. So as you can see, as we approach this thing, the spread kind of goes a little bit up and towards the right without compensating for recoil. So let's test it now with the suppressor and the foregrip. So now we're trying out with the suppressor grip, and I'm starting at the same distance. And as you notice, despite the suppressor's ADS penalty, the shots are going a little bit more straighter, like more vertical, and instead of off to the side like they would with the underslung rail. So the tried and true old version, the M16 with a suppressor and foregrip, still works decently at a medium to longish range. As you can see, the grouping is a little bit more, it's not quite as tight as with the underslung barrel, as with the underslung rail I mean, but it's a lot more vertical. Now, testing out the flash suppressor with the underslung rail. Doing short, tight little bursts, and basically testing out the accuracy, seeing how well it goes. So, at medium to longish range, you don't ever want to do automatic fire, so you want to be doing burst fire. So, let's take a look at the grouping here. And the grouping is a lot tighter than the suppressor, but it's still kind of going off towards the right without compensating for recoil. So keep that in mind. The flash suppressor is a little bit more accurate than the suppressor is. Now, testing out the flash suppressor with the foregrip, this combination doesn't really work as well as I had hoped. Just looking at these bursts right here and taking a few more shots just to kind of, check out the grouping. And if we go up and start taking a look at this thing, you'll notice that the grouping is not quite as tight as it was with the underslung rail. True, it stays more vertical, but it doesn't go up to the side as much, but the grouping is not as tight as it was with the underslung rail. So, comparing with the suppressor and with the flash suppressor, the flash suppressor with an underslung rail is a pretty good choice right now. Now, testing out the heavy barrel with the underslung rail, this gives you a lot of accuracy over long range, and it minimizes the fall off range using the heavy barrel. So normally the damage would fall off at 50 meters. Now it's going to be like around 70 or so like that. I don't know what the exact amount is, but let's take a look at the grouping here. And as we go up, we take a look. The grouping pretty much stays vertical with a little bit of straying off to the side a little bit. But for the most part, it stays pretty accurate without compensating for recoil. Last but not least, we have the foregrip and heavy barrel, as I kind of jumped the gun there while shooting. Now these two attachments complement each other, with the heavy barrel nulling out the negative effects of having the foregrip, which is the long range penalty that the foregrip now gives, but while retaining the reduced horizontal recoil bonus that the foregrip offers. So as we look at the grouping here, you can see that this offers the tightest spread out of all the attachments, but honestly, each setup is good for different situations. It's no longer the case of using just one setup for everything. Now you have to choose whether you want to be stealthy but less accurate, or more accurate but exposing yourself a little bit more to enemy fire and showing up on the minimap when you're firing an unsuppressed weapon. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope it was informative, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Rhetoric, signing off.